Welcome to the Haul Report, the #1 news show for dump truck haulers. If it affects your paycheck or your truck, you will hear it here first. I'm your host, Malcolm Smith, the CEO of the National Dump Trucking Association, an association built for haulers by a hauler. So the MAGLEV grant. The feds just pulled a $2 billion grant for Baltimore, Washington MAGLEV Train. And what that means is that's the high-speed rail project. Just put the brakes on. Now, this might sound like a whole trial, but here's the truth. When massive infrastructure projects like that stall, it shifts contractors and funding towards other jobs. This could mean more traditional road, bridge, or port work. That stuff we usually actually haul on, and actually that's where we make our money. This is one of the moments where if you know the right people and follow the bids, you can catch work while others are scrambling to rebook their crews. So this gives you a way to know, okay, they canceled this project, and what else are they going to shift the funding to? This is how you are able to stay and get ahead of the different infrastructure that is being built, the different bridges, roads, everything they're putting their money to. So when you know when projects die or they've stopped funding, all right, where else is that money going to go? Next, since we're speaking of money, let's talk about operating costs, your fuel bill. So Oklahoma Gas and Electric just backed off a rate hike after catching heat from regulators and the public. So you say, why does that matter? Because utility and energy pricing can be an early warning for diesel cost trend. If big energy companies are testing the waters for higher rate, better believe fuel suppliers are thinking the same way. So don't just watch the diesel pumps, watch the utility markets too. They move first and they tell you what's coming before you feel it in your wallet. Now, let's move from cost to something that could shut your job down overnight. And no, it's not weather. A recreation center job down in Southeast was cruising on time, on budget, until ICE rolled in and detained a chunk of the workforce. For us, that means a few things: delayed schedules, delayed pay, and sometimes entire contracts going on hold. So if you're tied to a site and the crew gets gutted like that, you're stuck unless you've got other work lined up. It's a reminder to always keep backup jobs in the chamber and don't get comfortable when one contract keeps you busy for months. You have to diversify your work. You have to get out there and bid on other jobs and make relationships with other contractors, because you could be on the job and something like this could happen. ICE can come and detain half the workforce. Now the project slows down. Now they don't need as many dump trucks, and now you're stuck scrambling for work. So do not get set up like this. This is why we're here, to tell you things like this. All right, so guys, from site slowdowns, let's talk about a project that just had the rug pulled out from under it in a big way. The California high-speed rail project just lost $4 billion in federal funding. And yes, you heard correctly, $4 billion in federal funding gone. Just like the MAGLEV project we talked about earlier, this kind of funding loss sends ripples. Contractors that were banking on that money are now pivoting to other bids. If you're positioned right, you can slide into those opportunities. This isn't about loving or hating high-speed rails. It's about tracking where the work moves when big money disappears. So like the MAGLEV project, when something shuts down, that money is going to get allocated somewhere else. If you're in the know, if you know where they're thinking, what bids are coming out, if you're paying attention to the National Dump Truck Association's Hauler Connect, where we give you bid, you can understand where that money is being allocated towards if it's being shut down in one project and allocated towards another. And to close this segment out, let's talk about something that might actually bring you new work, and it's already signed into law. So I know this is controversial, I know it is, but the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, yeah, that's the real name, just put $1 billion on the table for water infrastructure over the next decade. So think dam, levees, river project, and major waterway repairs. All right, guys, so there you have it. Canceled mega projects, pulled height rates, job site shuts down, billion-dollar opportunities, all in one haul. In the next haul report, I'll be digging into a deal that could shift dump truck demand across multiple states overnight. You're gonna want to hear about this, because this could be really big for your company. So until then, stay ready, stay sharp, and keep that truck making money.